Krishna, bolo jai Radhe.
Colors, Krishna standing threefold uniform. Next to is Radharani, golden color. Next to is Lalita. So, introduction. We're in Barsana. The old name of Barsana is Vrishabhanapur. In some kalpas, Radharani appears in Banukund. We may see that in the afternoon before we go back. It's on the main road to Govardhan. The Banukund, and Vrishabhana Maharaj took bath there every day, and sometimes Radha Krishna also played there. So one day he was taking bath and he saw a lotus flower in the middle of the kund, a yellow lotus flower, golden yellow. And then he saw a baby inside. He said, well, that's a cool way to get a baby, inside a lotus flower. So Radharani was born in a lotus flower, not in the Yamuna, in Banakund. So that's why the Embarkies say, this is the birthplace, or this is the Janamstan and Lilastan. It's a place of Janam and a place of Lila. Which is more important, the Janamstan or Lilastan?
Lilastan.
Achha. Why? Oh. The Janam is just Naimitic Lila one time, but the Lilastan is Nitya Lila. Always going on. Krishna's always going to go around, always going to Yamuna, always going to Radhakund, always going to Nandagram, Yava, everywhere. All these Lilas are all going on every day, all the time. So Lila Bhumi is more important because in Lila Stan, you get the most ras and you get the most attachment to Krishna by hearing about his pastimes in the Lila Stali. So, there. So the old name of this Barsana, what was the original name of this place? Vrishabhanapur. In Padmapura, in the end of Satyuga, Brahma performed a lot of austerities. And he asked Krishna appeared, and Krishna said, what do you want? He said, please let me become a mountain. So I'll be blessed by your pastimes on earth, especially holy and jewel in spring and rainy season. So the four faces of Brahma became four mountain peaks of Barsana. You can see when you're on the top, you can see the four peaks. What are the names of the four peaks? Ilaskar, Dangar, Mangar, and Brahmagar, Brahma Parvat. Main temples on Brahma Parvat. So how do we find out where Radharani is at different times of the year?
By the sheet that you gave.
By sometime in your life, at least once, reading the Diksha handbook that you got at the time of Diksha 1 year ago. And 1 year has passed. Have you managed to read those 15 pages? I'm really busy. Whole year I haven't read 15 pages. What have you been doing? I should read 15 pages a day. But in there's a schedule of Radharani, where she is. She spends 3 months. Where does Radharani live throughout the year? Where else? Yavat and Barsana and Yavat and Barsana. How many months in each place?
3.
Right. Wrong. 6 months in Yavat, 6 months in Barsana. So it's right, it's wrong. 6 months in Barsana mein, 6 months in Yavat mein. Equal time. Yavat. Yavat means Yavaka, means red color on the feet is called Yavaka in the Brajvas. Yavaka, that's why it's called Yavat. That's where Krishna painted Radharani's feet. He didn't do a very good job, so Radharani said, you have to, Krishna, you should go learn from Sakhi Priya how to paint feet. You don't know how to do a good job. Your hand saw the lines, the line on the side of my foot is all crooked, it goes like this, like that. So, February, March, and April, Magh, Phalgun, and Chaitra, Radharani's living where?
Barsana.
Varsana. What month is this?
This is Chaitra.
Chaitra, Shukla Paksha. Radharani's here. We're going to see her in a few minutes. How many Radharanis are there? How many Radharanis are there? Told you no? Honeyji. He has one.
Two.
No.
Many.
No. Not one, not two, not many. Three Radharanis. What are their names?
Vrishabhanu Nandini.
That's right.
Yavat, in Yavat, one more name.
No, these are not right exactly. Sanat Kumara Samhita. Sanat Kumara Sita explains. What is Vrishabhanandi? Pandit Baba was correct. Where does Vrishabhanandi live?
Barsana.
All right. She lives in Vrishabhanapur because she's the daughter of Vrishabhana. So Nandini means daughter. So Vrishabhanandi lives in Barsana. Wali Radhi, Sri Radhi, Radhi, Radhi. Varsana, Wali Radhi, Sri Radhi. Look at this guy. This is Saki. She's on her way. She's going to play Julian. Too cute. Okay. So one Radharani is called Samyogini.
Okay. When with Krishna.
All this truth is revealed in Sanat Kumara Smita. Haven't you read it lately? Come on. It says, this manifestation of Radharani is manifest Radharani, not directly Radharani herself, but it appears some yogini of Radharani appears where?
When she is with Krishna.
In the heart of a devotee.
Kurukshetra. Because what's the Padma Puran say about Krishna and Vrindavan?
He never left Vrindavan.
Sanskrit.
Vrindavanam paritejya padam ekam na gacchati.
So, Vrindavanam prityaja padam ekam nagachati. Gachati ne, eight step, Krishna doesn't take out Vrindavan. If Krishna doesn't leave, does Radharani leave? No. So who always stays in Vrindavan?
Vrishabhanu Nandini.
Vrishabhanandini ki. Who goes to Kurukshetra?
Some yogini.
Where do you find some yogini?
Kurukshetra.
Tricky question. Now the third one, what's the third one? Viyogini. This Radharani you'll see in the afternoon. Prem Sarovara. When Radharani is feeling separation from Krishna and Prem Sarovara, then she manifests Viyogini form. When Radharani at Rath Yatra, Lord Chaitanya experienced the mood of Samyogini Radharani, of Radharani meeting at Krishna Kurukshetra. Because it says in Chaitanya Charitamrita, when Lord Chaitanya was dancing at Rath Yatra in Puri, he was in the mood of Radharani Kurukshetra. Radharani Kurukshetra is who? What's her name?
Yogini.
What's the name? Samyogini, where do you find her? Who do you find in Barsana? Who do you find in Prince Robera?
Yogini.
Yogini. And who do you find in Kurukshetra? Samyogini. Very good. Okay, now let's find out what's going on here. Once you go. Here's a prayer from Rupa Goswami Ukalikavalari. Giri Kunja Kutira Nagaro Lalite Devi Sada Tavashravo Iti Te Kila Nasti Duskaram Kripa Yangi Kuru Mam Ataswayam O Lalite, the divine lovers Radha Krishna are within a kunja, in a cottage in the kunjas of the mountains of Braj, are under your control, Lalita. Therefore, there is nothing you cannot do. Please be merciful and personally accept me. So that's the prayer, Utkalika Valari, Rupa Goswami. Navdas Babaji gave nice commentaries on that book. You have that book? Utkalika Valari? Good to read something. Got a lot to read. So who is the Guru of Radharani? Who is the Shiksha Guru of Radharani? Lalita. Radharani is described as trembling out of fear of Lalita. It's like when Krishna sees Shatila, he trembles out of fear. Now when Krishna plays the flute, Radharani wants to rush out of the house in Barsana or Yavat and go meet Krishna. And she's not even properly dressed. They just say, slow down. They just relax. Take your time. Sit down. Let me finish putting your kajal on your eye. Let me fix your ear. You forgot one ear on your right ear. Oh, my kajal on one eye. Oh, my lipstick on the top of your lips, not on the bottom of your lips. So, Radharani said, oh, okay, I'll sit down. I don't want to sit down, but I can't say no to Lalita. So, Lalita is known as Adik Prakara Saki. Adika Prakara. A girl who is superior in love, good fortune, and great qualities, and whose words are insurmountable. Prakara means always proud. You know any girls like that? Are you like that? Not me. I'm Dynata Devi. I'm Danya Devi, don't you know? I'm so humble. Good show for some time. You can fool, you always say in English, you can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time. So you're putting on an act of being humble, but you're actually a tiger, raging tiger inside. There's one there. When Adik Prakara Saki Lalita sees the slightest diminishing Radharani's total control over Krishna, she will immediately teach Radharani to show man, become contrary, opposing, unsubmissive. Krishna, does that sound like your wife? Contrary, opposing, unsubmissive. She's in man every day. Man Banga Lila. Where Lalita tells Radharani to exhibit man, Radharani can't give out the man without Lalita's permission. Why does Lalita instruct Radharani and Madan? Well, a question.
Increase
Krishna
their
likes it.
What does he like about it? Likes breaking it.
Krishna told Radharani more beautiful when angry.
You think that's true? She looks more beautiful. She's angry.
He likes like me angry.
That's good. So, anyways, that's what it is. Chaitanya Charitamrita says, Krishna Sagar, Krishna's ocean of bliss. To increase the ocean with more and more ways and Radharani's love, and thereby submerge Krishna in an ocean of bliss, is the purpose of Madan. The love silk or Madan keeps the course of love relishful, fresh, and dynamic. This prayer from Ukalika Valley, which I said he's begging Lalita to be merciful and accept him. Rupa Goswami is anxiously praying Lalita Sakhi, so we must develop that kind of eagerness, utsaha, and perform bhajan. Our hearing and chanting and seva should produce a feeling of separation from Krishna, especially if one lives in Vrindavan. Lalita is described in Savali as Lalita Biti Manini. The name of Radharani, which means out of fear of Lalita, Radharani holds up or keeps her mood of man, contrary feelings towards Krishna. Although inside Radharani is intensely eager to meet Krishna, outside she pretends she's not. That's an old trick. An old trick of women. I don't know. You want to see? I don't know. Meanwhile, in a room, she's looking at a guy's Facebook. But she tells her, I don't want to meet that guy. So it's like that. Radharani pretends not to be interested. Krishna is always dependent on Lalita's mercy and favor. All the Sakhis are dependent on and controlled by Lalita. Well, here's a lila. It shows the controlling power of Lalita Sakhi. You know this lila? Once Krishna took help from the mild Chitra Sakhi to break Radharani's man. Lalita detected Chitra's motives and chastised her. Lalita saw Chitra trying to break Radharani's mind. He said, hey, you stupid girl! Pago, I see the king of cheaters has cast a spell over you. He put a whammy on you, made you crazy. Who sent you here to break Radharani's mind? Don't you know our Radharani stayed up all night at Giri Govardhan in a cave waiting for that rogue to show up? Although you know this, still you're trying to flatter Radharani and soften her feelings towards Krishna. Now, don't speak on behalf of that black person, that snake anymore. Just go get out of here, Chitra. Jao. Chitra, Jao. That's Adik Prakar Sakhi. Adik means extra. Extra month. Excessive, extra. Prakar means contrary, extra heavy. Extra heavy lady. You're like that. Adik Prakar, that's your name, Sakhi. Adik Prakar Sakhi. Good luck. So, okay, now we have to do some mountain climbing before it gets too hot. Jai Jai Sri Radhe.
देहे बिहारी जी देहे कुंड
There's some Leela here, but I don't know. Did somebody talk to Pujariji?
Yes, yes, Guruji.
So tell us the Leela.
Yes, Guruji. So,
I heard a Brahmin tax and way Radharani scale.
yes, yes, Guruji. Yeah.
That's Leela.
That's the Leela.
They tell the same Leela, Dhamikari. Okay, I'll tell Leela. So Dea means, it's not Dea Kun like D-E-H-A means body. Mahasadea. Mahasadea Yokichamor. The Bhajan Mavaknatagor. Mahasadea Gaya. My body, mind, and words. However, the Christians say it. So there's a Leela here. Radharani was swimming in this kund with the gopis and Radharani. So a Brahmin came here, a very distressed Brahmin. He was from Vishakhapatnam. And he had a daughter to marry. So he came, he said, you're the prince of Braj. Your father, Nanda Maharaj, is the king of Braj, king of Nandagram, Nanda Baba. You're wealthy, so please give me some Kanya Dan to marry my daughter, some donation. And he said, and Krishna said, I don't have any pockets. Yeah, he wears a dhoti and a chador, he doesn't have pockets, he doesn't have a waist pack, or pocketbook or anything. No shoulder bag or purse. Yeah, I don't have anything. So the Brahmin started crying, come on, I'm Brahmin, I'm asking for Brahmin Dan. And you're supposed to give. You're the son of the king. Why don't you give something? So I can't, I don't have, the only thing I have is, my greatest wealth is Radharani. She, Radharani in Pavan Puran says, she's Sarva Lakshmi. She's all the Lakshmis are contained in her form. Sarva Lakshmi Radharani Ki. So you have her, you have all Lakshmi. And the guy said, oh no, he cried even more. He said, if I go, my wife will kill me. When I left the house, I had one daughter to marry. If I bring back another daughter, say now I have to marry two daughters, my wife will kill me. I appreciate your offering, Radharani, but I don't want it, no thanks. So imagine anybody turning down the offer of Radharani. That guy's really cracked. So the Radharani is Kurumai. He said, Krishna, we should do something for this Brahmin. Well, what should we do? So Lalita gave an idea. Get a scale, get a balance, and Radharani will sit on one side. So Radharani sit on one side. And all the Sakhis will take all the ornaments off, except Sakhi Priya. She's attached to her, she's not going to take them. They took all their earrings, their bangles, their necklaces, and waist belts, and pile, and ankle belts, and all of it, everywhere, and all this stuff going on. Earrings and chokers and necklaces, and waist belts, and bracelets, and armbands, and rings, and pile, and then ankle belts, and anklets, and toe rings. It's like a big pile of mess there. So each cookie is like about a kilo of gold. So they put on a scale, and no matter how much gold they put on, Radharani is always heavier. So Krishna said, that's enough. You got 50 kilos of gold, that's enough. Or 20, 30, 20 kilos of whatever. I don't know how much Radharani weighed, I never read. But she weighs, infinite. How can you measure Radharani's weight? Because the weight of Radharani's body is made of what? Radharani's body is made of what?
Mahabhav.
Mahabhav. How much does Mahabhav weigh?
Infinity.
Infinite, unlimited amount. You can't measure the length and depth of it. You can't weigh the weight of it either. It's unlimited. It saturates everywhere in Vrindavan and spreads throughout the universe in one form or another. Wherever you find any kind of love, it's a drop of Radharani's Mahabhav. Mother's love for her child, brother's love for his brother, lover's love for her beloved, and servant's love for her master. All those drops of love you have throughout the universe all those expressions of love are just a drop of Radharani's Mahabharata. Dropped in the material world. So this is called Deyakun because this is where Dei means Dhanam Dei, Janam Dei. When people go to worship Durga, they do Durga Puja or Shiva Puja. They say Dhanam Dei, Janam Dei, Loka Dei. Give me, Jan means give me followers. Politicians go and say Dhanam Dei, give me followers, give me votes. Maybe win the election. And Agrawal say Dhanam Dei, give me wealth, Dhanam. And single men go and say, pray Patni Dei. That's a big mistake. That's not a good idea. And single women go to Puja Shiva and Durga and say, what do they say? Pati Dei. So Draupadi worshipped somebody. I don't know who it's in Mahabharata, maybe you know. You know who Draupadi worshipped?
Shiva, Mahadev.
Like all Hindu girls, they worship Mahanidhi. So every Monday, Draupadi was fasting because she's the daughter of King Drupad, I think. Drupad. And her father told her to worship Shiva, get a Pakapati. Pakapati. So she did. Then Shiva was one day. On Monday she was doing puja Shivji Mahadev, and Shiva gave Saksha Darshan, and she said, "Oh my Mahadev, Bam Bam Bole." Oh no, it's right. She was amazed. She was astonished, and he said, "What do you want?" And she said, "Pati Dei, Pati Dei, Pati Dei, Pati Dei, Pati Dei."
5 times.
She said 5 times. Panch bar, Pati Dei. Please give me. He said, okay, crow. Love two. Take 5. One for each finger. You can throw one putty around this finger, wrap one putty around this finger. If they say a woman wraps her husband around her finger, they ask, what about your husband? I got to wrap around my finger. He doesn't fall under my control. You have a dog, you put a chain on a dog's neck. And you fasten it, and they put on your wrist a little handle. You just put it on one finger. You can hold the big dog, you just put it on one finger. So the husband's like a big dog. So you put a chain around his neck, then you wrap around your finger. Hey! Jump! Sit, roll over. Beg. So that's why the Bhagavatam says, a man controlled by a woman becomes a dancing dog in the hands of Maya. A man controlled by a woman becomes a dancing dog, a notch kuta. Notch kuta. Notch means dance, right? Kuta means dog. I because notch kuta. Dancing dog, yeah, jump, higher, whoa. Okay, here's a rescue. Okay, good dog. So this is Deyakund. This is where Radharani, where Krishna gave charity to the Brahmins. Good idea, huh? Right? So the moral of the story was the moral of the story. One should donate to Brahmins. There's a couple here who have empty pockets. After class, you can give an honorable donation to fill out their pockets. If you have gold, you can take over your gold bangles and earrings and weigh it up and put it over the fundit, go in there and Vishnu Diva and Guru Ma. So now we're climbing mountains. It's called Pishalini Shia. It's the Shila you slide on. And Seki's Radharani, Lalita Chakra, put here to the side here.
Oh.
They would slide here. Put this on. And they would slide here, and you can see imprint of a sari. There's an imprint of a sari there.
Why is red color?
They play holy here. Lalita's chuni is here. Her veil is imprinted in the rock. This beige color. This beige color is her. She was sliding here, her veil fell off, and the rock melted and caught the impression. This beige color is it's a chuni veil of Lalita Seki. And which is, I don't know. Oh, directly left line with a dome. There's a dome there. The Chitra Shiva shows the full imprint of Radha's veil. Let's go see that.
Yes, go there. There, it is here only.
Right?
दर्शन है
Chitra means a special painting. The red imprint of flowers in the rock. It shows the full imprint of Radharani's veil chuni. Once before marriage, Radha and Krishna met in the trees at the bottom of this hill. All those trees that Radharani and Krishna met. And then suddenly the elderly Gopas and Gopas of Barsana started approaching. So Radha and Krishna were afraid they'll get caught because they're not supposed, boys and girls aren't supposed to be together. So Krishna ran one way, Radharani ran the opposite, up the hill. And in a hurry, her veil dropped, and her veil hit the rock, and the rock melted and preserved the print. So we can always remember the conventional pastimes of Radha and Krishna and their intimate meetings here in Unchigan. Unchigan is right behind Radharani's place in Barsana. This is called Seki Parva at the mountain of the Seki, where the Sekis play, meet with Krishna. And sometimes Krishna comes here with the cowherd boys, the place of the cowherd boys, and we'll see on top of the mountain. But here Radharani ran out of fear of her mother or grandmother and seen her coming to catch them. And so Krishna ran and hit the forest, Radharani ran up the mountain and dropped her veil here. And this imprint is this red color, whatever, is Chitra Shiva. Very artistic Shiva.
She's here. Babaji.
That's an easy chair. The footrest, that's a footrest.
There's a
It's
nice
a
back
recliner chair. It's Krishna's recliner chair. He watches the
कहते
TV.
ना बच्चे हल्के करते तो ये सिलाई भी टेढ़ी हो गई योग करने में ऐसे तो टेढ़े तो है ही कभी देखा तो ठाकुर जी ऐसे रहे जो ऐसे टेढ़े रहे जो ऐसे हाथ ऐसे बंसी ठाकुर जी की लीला है
Shoulder blade. That's so tall. These beautiful roads. These roads through the field. It's so nice, huh? Dirt roads, so nice.
This is Rajasthan King.
These trees, fields are separated by trees. For the birds eat the insects, nectar, insect control, provide homes for the birds by keeping trees. In the West, they would cut all the trees in the whole field, just have crops growing, you know. Factory farming, big farming. And they use all chemical insecticides and kill bugs with chemicals. Disturb the whole balance of nature. Pollute all the water. So nice, all the trees. Each plot of field is lined with trees, which are homes for birds. They automatically eat up all the insects to bother the crops. This is the western field. All the trees we cut down, just growing crops everywhere. It's so nice, old system of agriculture in harmony with nature. The birds and insects are good. Birds eat the bad insects. Protect the crops for the fish losses. Varsana Wali Radharani ki Krishna. Ananta Shesh, a form of Krishna Balaram.
All the hoods, Gurudev. 1, 2, 3, so many hoods. And
There's this tail going down here, all this dark stuff. Tail goes there, wraps around like that. This is like 20, 30 feet long. 10 meters long, sharp.
माणिक शिला यहाँ राधा रानी को मनाया ठाकुर जी ने। वैसे ब्रजवासी बोलते हैं इसे राधा रानी की चुंदरी, ऐसे भी कहते हैं कि जैसे राधा रानी ने चुंदरी ओढ़ी तो उनकी चुंदरी सर से ओढ़ करके और ऐसे आ गई, तो ये छप गई इसमें। ये
There is a moon sign there, Gurudev.
Yeah.
And sun symbol. And all the stars. This side are all the stars.
Okay.
All the stars. So that is which are present on Radharani's veil, top veil.
Those designs are on her
Veil, yeah.
cloth.
Yes.
And she dropped her cloth there. Why she dropped her cloth?
No, she sat there and here Krishna she's in PQ means man, and Krishna made her peaceful there.
Achha.
So that is there, and Krishna's chadar was on that side. That small, yeah. This is
Chadar
Krishna's
was
chadar.
here.
Yeah, Krishna's chadar.
Krishna's chadar and Radharani's top. To head top.
Manik Shila
well.
means Man Bhang Leela happened here. Man Bhang Leela happened, so it's called Manik Shila. Like that.
तो इसमें नाखूनों के भी निशान है। ये लाल जल डाल के देखोगे ना इसको, तो बिल्कुल लाल दिखेगा ये। पानी डाल के देखोगे तो लाल जैसे लिया है ऐसे जो करके, तो ये नाखूनों के निशान है इसमें। ये दूध की धार है। यहाँ भगवान ने 56 भोग लगाए।
Yes, Gurudev.
ठाकुर जी ने जो 7 दिन गिरिराज पर्वत उठाए हो, तो मैया 8 बार भोजन करावे लाला का जी, जसोदा मैया। तो 8 7 56, तब यहाँ 56 भोग लगाए।
So that 7 days of Giriraj, when Lord lifted 7 days na Gurudev, every day Yashoda Maya used to feed him 8 times a day. So 7 into 8, 56 times she fed him. That's what they say. 7 days Krishna lifted Govardhan, that time she could not feed him. So Govardhan every day 8 times
खेलन दो, तुम मत जाओ।
feed Krishna.
इसको
So 7
खेलन दो।
times 8, 56 varieties she fed him.
ये तो बच्चा है, यहाँ को माँ पे। इसमें सुबह 4 बजे के टाइम में ये जो सिला है ना महाराज, ये 4 बजे एक कान बंद करके और इसको ऐसे लगा के, तो इसमें खंजरी की आवाज़ आती है पूरे पर्वत में। यहाँ 4 बजे सुबह के टाइम, क्यों अब तो आवागमन हो रहा है, प्रदूषण हो रहा है, सुबह शांति होती है। तो आओ ऐसे एक कान बंद करके और यहाँ लगा दो ऐसे करके यूँ, तो ऐसे खंजरी की आवाज़ आती है पर्वत में।
सखीगिरी पर्वत है, अल्ता पहाड़ी सखीगिरी पर्वत है महाराज जी।
ये सुबह का टाइम होना चाहिए।
ठीक है, आ गया होगा।
यही भगवान का विवाह होता है।
ज़्यादा देखते नहीं है पर सब कुछ है। खंजरा मतलब क्या है?
वो खंजरी जो पीतल करते हैं ना,
वही कत्ताल।
आज मजा
वो जहाज खंजरा बोलते हैं। झांझ होती है तो झांझ
That sound we can hear here. Morning
Early
time
morning
when
calling,
no disturbance, Shanti time. Morning time. Brahmo.
We'll see you at 4 o'clock tomorrow morning on top of the hill. The old place, old leaders selling. It's right on his shrine. It's your right foot. Maharaj's right footprint is here.
ये राधा रानी का चरण चिन्ह चरण चिन्ह जय चरण चरण चिन्ह है राधा रानी का जब राधा रानी प्राकट्य हुआ था वो चरण
This rock self-manifested Radharani's footprints. One from his here, one from his here. This is called Radha Charan China Sheila. It's a Barsana Sheila. It has the footprints of Radharani. You can see, look up close. Look, can you get close up? This is one footprint. And this is the other footprint. You see? So Radharani is on her way walking to Krishna. Idam Pashram Srim Sri Radha. It's a very ancient place. Not many people know about it. It's indicated there. It's been here since the beginning. 1977. It wasn't any boxer or anything. It was a really cute thing. Nice sound, huh? Called jump and dive. Little ones are always the naughty ones. The small ones are always naughty. Chalak wonder. Srimati Radharani cooked the whole feast over hot wood stoves, perspiring profusely. Seeing her plight, Mother Yashoda said, "Hey Kirtida, just see your tender baby is burning up in the kitchen. Your Lali is too young to work so hard. Let me cook in her place." Kirtida said, No. That was Mother Yashoda said. No, everything's okay. Radha is very happy and excited to prepare lunch for you and your family. When the feast was served, Krishna gobbled up everything. Gobbled up each and every delicious preparation. The Mother Yashoda was surprised to see how Krishna eating so enthusiastically. Usually Krishna slowly eats with no interest. Just picks at his food here and there, without actually eating anything, or only very little. But today was completely different. Today was a completely different day. So while departing to return to Nanagram, Mother Yashoda said, "Kirtida, I'm very sorry we came here for lunch." Kirtida said, "Why, Brajeshri? Did I offend you somehow today? please tell me what I did wrong. Mother Yashoda, there's no offense, but one problem has arisen. When I go home and cook as usual and try to feed my Nana Dalal, my son won't eat anything. He won't even pick at his plate because he'll always remember the wonderful feast he enjoyed here in Barsana today. Consequently, Krishna won't eat anything anymore that I cook. So listen, Kirtita, from today on, you must send your daughter Radharani to Nanagram every morning to cook breakfast for my dear son.
Jai Radhe.
Jai Jai Sri Radha. What did I just say? Okay. See you on the later broadcast. So Kirtita said, Tatastu, means let it be, yes. So Radha Krishna once played ball here. Ball game. One day, Barsana and Raghavendra played catch, throwing the ball back and forth to each other. However, Krishna was so intoxicated at the sight of Radharani's incredibly beautiful lotus face and form, he kept dropping the ball whenever Radharani tossed it to her. He's like, oh, here comes the ball. Radha suggested, after this happened 2 or 3 times, Krishna didn't catch it. Radha suggested to Krishna, maybe we should play a different game where you'll be able to win. So they decided to play hide and seek. What's hide and seek called?
Luka Luki.
Luka Luki. I look for you and you looky for me.
There is one devotee in Croatia, his name is Luka Luki. But his Karmi name is
It's Carmen. Oh, Croatia. That's a cool name. Luka Luki. Hey, they're outnumbered. There's about 150,000 of these guys. They're all surrounded by bunders, so you don't get too crazy. They're all maybe swimming in there for the rest of the afternoon. Wait till the monkeys go to sleep. Treading water until the shades to come out. So, feeling very proud, because Radharani defeated Krishna in ball, she challenged Krishna. Radharani said, Krishna, you never win. You'll never be able to discover my hiding place unless you take help from the Sakhis. But you hide first. I will definitely find you. The Radharani is really in a cocky, proud mood, you know. Like to see her like this. I'll find you very soon. Then Radha counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 21, 22, 25, 7, enough. How many more rupees than that? 25 rupees. So Krishna ran away and hid in a tamal grove, wherein he could perfectly conceal himself because the bark of the tree of tamal is the same as the color of Krishna's skin, dark gray, dark blue, dark gray. The Radha's kinkaries were searching here and there, everywhere looking for Krishna. But Radhika, very intelligent, she didn't run around anywhere looking for Krishna. She thought deeply, what are the signs that indicate that where Krishna is hiding? So Radharani noticed something strange in that tamal forest. So she said, hey, Sekhi Kinkari, hey Sundari, See that small tree over there with honey dropping from its bark? Everyone knows that honey does not come from the bark of a tree. Krishna must be there, near there somehow. Seeing the coquille birds were in the trees and not singing. Usually coquilles sing. How do they sound? That's pretty good. Cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. Quail means cuckoo. So then they said coquille were in a tree, but they weren't making any noise. They were silent. Why were they silent? Radharani's thinking. Honey dropping from the tree, coquille on a branch sitting there. Seems suspicious. Because only Krishna has the power with his beauty to mesmerize and hypnotize the birds. Hey, look closer. There's a parrot sitting in a tree beside a ripe pomegranate hanging on a branch. There's a ripe anar hanging on the branch, and the parrot's not pecking and eating it. Very strange. It's like you put a gludgeon in front of Armea, and he doesn't eat it. It's something very strange. You put two, he doesn't eat it. You put 5, 10, he doesn't eat it. So he's really not sick, you know. Not normal health. So that he was that, and then that bird wasn't eating, it wasn't doing anything. And then the deer nearby, the deer were standing completely still, and there was fresh grass right under their mouths. They weren't nibbling at the grass; they were just standing there. Then Radharani said, "This is the place. Krishna's hiding here. She's a good detective." Radharani is called Krishna Mai. Why? Can't read my writing anyway. Because she knows Krishna perfectly. Because she's made of Krishna. Krishna is within Radharani, without Radharani. Krishna smiled upon being found by Radha and her kinkaris, and he laughed. Radharani and her kinkaris laughed and giggled over the victory in the Luka-Luki game. Vidagda Madhav ki jai. Vidagdi Radharani ki jai. Kiravan. Kiravan means caves. The hills are full of caves. So this lila is called Radharani's pet peacock. Radharani's pet peacock. One day Radharani had some important family duties here in Vrishabhana's palace in Barsana. She was not able to go cook Krishna's breakfast in Nandagram. Sri Krishna was very sad not seeing Radharani, so he came to Barsana. Krishna climbed the hill, hoping to get a glimpse of Radharani within her palace. He was trying to go up a hill and see inside the palace, over the walls. You know. So if you're high up, you can see low down. But he couldn't see his beloved Priyaji. To attract her attention, to attract the attention of Radhika, Krishna imitated the crowing of a peacock. What's the sound like a peacock?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It sounds like a cat meowing. Meow, ow, 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 ow. You ever hear a peacock? Something like that?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, that's what they're really saying. So hearing Krishna, Radharani sneaked out of the palace and followed the sound of the peacock until she found Krishna on top of the hill. Radha and Krishna met in great ecstasy. Then they went to a very secret, secluded cave and gave her Van. Van means forest and Gaver means forest full of caves. So these forests full of caves. The forest on the side of a mountain and the mountain all caves. So Radharani sat and Krishna lay on the ground, resting his head on Radharani's lap. Radharani was stroking Krishna's face and chest very tenderly and lovingly, while they spoke very intimately with one another. You can imagine that was pretty intimate. Radharani stroking Krishna's chest and face, and Krishna's purring. Meanwhile, Kirtida Mata's mom became worried when she couldn't find her anywhere in the palace. So she searched outside Radharani, and she saw Radharani's delicate footprints. These Brajvasis are pretty clever detectives. They follow footprints, they follow indications to discover Krishna's hiding place. So Kirtida followed Radharani's footprints and went to the top of the mountain. Then she came to the entrance of the cave where Radha and Krishna were sporting together. Radharani was absorbed in gazing upon the beauty of Shamasundar's lotus face. But Shamasundar's head was resting on Radharani's thigh. Radhika, he was glancing towards the entrance of the cave. He was like this, and she was just, Radharani, all her attention was on Krishna, and Krishna was like this, looking. It's what? Oh, that's okay. No, he's okay. He doesn't bite. Don't disturb him. Don't bite. He's okay. Let him go. Oh, they're nice. They're honeybees. They're sweet. He got drunk. He ate too much honey. He felt drunk. So do you. Ask him what he thinks about you. You're not brown. You look different. You're white with pink toenails. So you're brown with pink toenails. Right? Brown pink toenails. So he says the honeybee looks different. I said, he thinks you look different. Change the subjective view. You look weird. Well, that's what you think. What do you think I think of you? You look weirder than me. You look twice as weird. You look weird. I agree, I look weird. But you know what I think of you? You look twice as weird. So, Krishna's glancing toward the entrance of the cave. Meanwhile, Kirtida decides to enter the cave. However, Kirtida, due to the coming from intensely bright light outside into the intensely dark cave, was blinded for a moment and couldn't see Radha and Krishna together in the cave. That's good. That's a close call. Watch it. Krishna saw Kirtida, and to save the situation and protect his greatest devotee, Parikrama Sadhanam. 4:8 of Gita. Translation.
Parikrama is to protect the devotees. Vinashaya Diskritam to annihilate the miscreants. Dharma Samsthapanarthaya, to establish the principles of religion. Sambhavami Yuge Yuge, I appear every yuga after yuga.
Yuga after yuga. So Krishna saved the situation, protect Radharani from getting embarrassed and chastised by her mother Kirtida. Krishna turned into a peacock, ultimate form changer. And then, when Kirtida recovered her vision, hey, watch this, it's getting too close. Where's the umbrella? Who's got the umbrella? Where's the umbrella? Where's the umbrella? Where's the umbrella? Use it.
There are many Gurudev. If we shout on one, many may come and attack.
I know, but just don't aggressive towards, just lift it up. They're curious for bigger monkeys. They want to know. So Radharani saw a most amazing sight. She saw adored Radharani silently sitting peacefully composed in the cave, gently petting the head of a peacock, who was resting his head on Radharani's side. So before Krishna had his head on the thigh, and she was not petting him, she was fondling it, rubbing his chest and his face. Now he became peacock, and that's pretty clever. Radha, what are you doing here all alone? I didn't see you in the palace for a long time. I worried, I searched everywhere and found you here. Oh, Radharani said, Mata, I felt bored sitting at home. So I came in this cave and I saw this beautiful peacock, so I started petting him. Okay, come home now and take your meal. Mothers are always feeding their kids, Radha carefully lifted the peacock from her thigh and placed it on the ground and sadly returned home with Mother Kirtida. Somehow later, Krishna assumed his swan roop and returned to Nandagram. Krishna Bhagavan ki jai. That's a nice pastime, huh? Krishna became peacock. I can't seem to find a chickpea, Leela. I don't know. It's going. If they like Krishna more, they'll say it's Krishna Kun. If they like Radharani, they'll say Krishna Sarovar. If they like Radharani more, they'll say Radha Sarovar. You're like four guys who are sitting here. Where do you live? I said, I live in Barsana. So what's the name is Kun? One guy say Krishna Kun. Another guy say Radha Kun. So what is it? It's whatever you think. Yes, you can't get a straight answer out of Brijvasi, Successful thick trees of Radha's private pleasure grove. The garden is shaped like a conch shell. Just gave her on, shaped like a conch shell. There's many caves Radha Krishna Yuga meet and intimately enjoy. There's a field nearby where Krishna the suckers sold fresh chickpeas. What did I say? What did I say? You're sleeping, man. Wake up, Jack. You're meditating on monkeys. Meditating on honey, okay. She's right there, man. When you looking up there, the honey ain't there, the honey's down here. Isn't it? He's looking at the honeybees, he's straight to the field, and his whole goby saw, hey, see, chore. And she ran to catch them. But the boys, suckers ran away and went in the cave and gave her one and roasted out the chickpeas and had bunachana. See the history to this. It's right out of Krishna Lila. So when you look at your little container, you think it's Lila. So they went in this cave and Krishna laughed and enjoyed with his friends. Finally, the lady arrived in the cave. Dun 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 dun. Soundtrack. But that old goby, that Buddha goby, Right? Buddha Gopi, Buddha Seki means old lady, Buddha means old. She saw the splendor of Krishna's beauty, and she forgot all about her Chana chore and forgot all her anger. And she also started, because of her Vatsalya Bhav, her intense motherly love, she started taking the skin off the chickpeas and feeding Krishna. Happy ending, Ki Jai. So this is the story of Chana chore. Behind here, it's too hot and we're too lazy to walk over there. But there's a kund called Dohani Kund. What does Dohani mean? Dohani means milk. Dohani, it's a place where Vrishabhama milks his cows. So one day, Radharani went to Dohani Kund, went to the Gosha of Vrishabhama Maharaj, and she wanted to milk a cow. And Krishna arrived there. You listening? Hello.
Yes, Gurudev.
You looking at honey pie? So Krishna arrived and said, what are you trying to do? I'm trying to milk the cow. I said, look, sit opposite me. So Radharani sat on one side of the cow, other of the cow, you know. And Krishna on the other side. And Krishna said to Radharani, said, you know, on the end of the udder of the cow, it's called teat, T-A-T in English. The end of the cow, you know, udder, there's a lotus flower shape design. Do you know that? So Krishna held it like this, said, look. and you pulled it, straight milk all around his face. He Radharani Abhishek. She didn't appreciate it very much. It wasn't her birthday. It wasn't her birthday. That's Lalita Dohani Kund.
So fun.
That's pretty good, huh?
And Swayam Chitra Sakhi has drawn the painting of all the Leela. That Radharani and Mahan and Krishna came and danced like a peacock. And then both Radharani and Krishna, after Mahan was removed, both of them danced like peacock. That everything was painted by Chitra Sakhi. And that is the painting.
Krishna
they're dancing.
I knew Krishna is a peacock.
And, so Radharani doesn't knew that Krishna is a peacock. She thought that there are many peacocks. And that Krishna won as they danced. So beautifully danced that Krishna won. Then Radharani came to know that he is Krishna. And her man, when her man was ready or removed, then both of them danced together as peacocks. Peacock dance.
Radharani became peacock also.
Yeah. That painting is top one, and the below one is the painting where Krishna is dancing to remove the man of Radharani. And this whole thing is drawn by Chitrasaki.
Chitrasaki.
Yeah, 5,000 years ago, Chitrasaki witnessed all this and drew that painting.
It's in her backyard. The Chitsoli Gram, Chitsoli area. She's just Leela taking.
Yes. And another Leela he told is that Yashoda asked Krishna, we have such a sweet makhan in our house. Why are you eating dirt? Brajraj. Why are you eating Brajraj? She asked Krishna. Yashoda asked Krishna, why are you eating mithi? Then Krishna said to Yashoda that this is Raj of Kishori and Lalita and other Sakhis. It is much more sweeter than makhan. That's why I'm eating.
That's right.
Then Yashoda twisted his ears and said, open your mouth.
That's Madhurya version. Gokul Brahmandika is Sekiras idea. Sekiras Prabhupada. Radharani Charanjuli. This is better than Makan. That's the Radharani. The Rad Charanjuli is all Mahabhav. Swayam Mahabhav. Nice.
Another thing Maharaj said, Baba said that actually Earth tolerates so many things. When Earth tolerates all good things, bad things and everything. But we also have to learn to tolerate. Even someone tells something little bit, we get offended. We have to learn to tolerate. And then only we can actually become the Kripa Patra of Bhakti. Sahan Shakti should be there in us. Sahan Shakti, tolerance should be there in us.
Shiksha Kunika Sri Radha Kapila Mani Shiksha Sarabhushana Diksha Tiksha Kunika Surya Sarabhutana. So tolerance. Learn that from the earth.
Yes.
Bhumi Shiksha.
And another thing is that Radharani is not Srimati. She is.
Oh yeah, I heard it's a Srimati name.
No.
Srimati Lakshmi.
Yeah. She is Swayam Radharani. And she is the controller of the whole universe. She controls.
Jagatarini.
Yes.
That's good. Srimati is little small. Chota.
Swayam Radharani.
Sarva. Sarva Shakti Mayi Radharani.
Yes.
Sarva Lakshmi Mayi Radharani. Adya Shakti Radharani. Shaktiman Bhagavan Shri Krishna and Purna Shakti, Purnatam Shaktiman Krishna, Purnatam Shakti Radharani. Right. Bhavas Rasikjan and Shastra Nipun. Dochis, Shastra Nipun and Rasikjan. Sanghajas Prabhupada. Bhagavad ki Nidivan ki Nidivan Bhagavad Prakastali ki Swami Haridas Jew ki Krishna Dulari Swami Haridas
Kishore Daya Kara Shyamala Dali Daya Kara Radhe Kishore Daya Kara Shyamala Dali Daya Kara Daya Karo Radhe Daya Karo Daya Karo Radhe Daya Karo.
Praying Sarovar in Barsana. And it's praying by Chaitya Lila. Radha Krishna came to meet here in this forest, Kunja, outside of Barsana, away from their mother and father. Private meet in the forest, privately, secretly, clandestinely. And then Radharani was sitting, Krishna was sitting under the Kadamba tree, and Radharani was sitting on Krishna's lap. And a bumblebee came and got very close to her face, because her face is sweet, looks golden like a golden lotus flower, and her saliva in her mouth is full of nectar, like honey. So the bee thought, I got some honey here. So he was buzzing around, smelling the flower-like fragrance around his body. Our bodies don't smell naturally very good, but in heavenly planets, heavenly Swarga Devis, their bodies smell like lotus flowers, without perfume. There's no body odor in Swargaloka. So what does Sri Radharani? Her body is divine, transcendental body. So it smells like camphor and sandalwood and lotus flowers, and very beautiful. So the bee was buzzing around, bothering Radharani. And she said, hey, second, you get this bee out of here. So then Lalita chased the bee away, and she shoo, shoo, shoo. And came back and told Radharani, we chased that bee, another name for bee is Madhusudan. Madhusudan means bee, and who else has got the name?
Krishna.
Madhusudan means Krishna. Madhu means honey, and Sudan means nectar. So one who drinks the honey nectar from Radharani's lips is
Krishna.
Madhusudan, Krishna. So he said, we drove Madhusudan far away. Madhusudan won't come back and disturb it anymore. Radharani heard Madhusudan's gone. He's gone far away. And she started crying. She thought Krishna went far away. So she's crying, oh, Krishna went far away. Oh, I won't see Krishna, I can't. And she's sitting on Krishna's lap. There's 4 types of Viraha Bhav. One is Purvarag, one is Man, one is Prem Vachitti, one is Pravasarag. Pravasarag, when Krishna goes Mathura and Dwarka, is living in a distant place, Pravas, far away. And Purvarag is love, you fall infatuation, when you fall in love with someone before you actually meet intimately with that person, called Purvarag. Purva means prior, initial, beginning, prior attachment. And Man means jealous anger, love sulking. And praying by Chitta, Chitta means consciousness and Vai means without. So you're not conscious, you lose your consciousness through the praying. Vai Chitta, the word Chitta means consciousness, awareness, and Vai means without. So when you do the intense praying, you lose sense of reality and sense of what's going on. So Radharani is sitting on Krishna's lap with her arm around his waist, her shoulder or whatever, and he's holding his arm around her waist. And she's sitting on his lap and she thinks, where has he gone? Krishna, where is Krishna here? That's bewilderment. So praying is she's separated. She feels separated from Krishna. It's called viyog. So that's not good. So she was very unhappy, so she started crying. And there's two temperatures of tears. What are the two temperatures?
Hot and cold. Hot and cold.
What are hot tears a byproduct of?
Hot tears are when anger and sadness.
Hot tears are a husband getting angry with wife.
Cold tears out of love.
Cold love, when you cry, the tears are cold in temperature. Because your head is not hot. Hot with anger. Your heart is melting. Your heart is melting with love, so cool tears come out. It's described in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Radharani is crying, profusely crying, and Krishna sees that she's crying and he starts crying also. How much my Radharani loves me, how much she feels separation from me. I can't believe it. Can't conceive it. She's sitting on my lap, she feels I disappeared, I'm not here. So he started crying, Radharani's crying, wow, wow, wow. They're crying. And then the gopis started crying. All the tears of Radha and Krishna collected down here and made a kund, a sarovar means the lake. Prem Sarovar, the lake of love.
Yes.
The parrots observed this whole scene there in the kadamba tree. And they started chanting, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham. Then, hearing the chanting of the singing of the parrots, singing their names, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, the Radhe Sham came back to external consciousness, called Bhaya Chit. And they said, what's going on here? We're all crying, what's all this water down here? What's this big lake here? And so he said, that's your tears. Really? Let's go swimming. So many tears. This lake is made of the pain of separation. So it says different things about this place. If you bathe here, you get prem. Bhakti Ratnakar says by Narahari Chakravarti, if you bathe here, so anyone wants to take a bath, you can take a bath. Radha Shama Sundar Mandir. This place is very significant for me and for you also, because this is where my Gurudev accepted me to be his disciple. I was hearing from him and learning some shastra from him and answering my questions mostly since 1990 to 2013, about 30 years.
Which place?
Huh?
Which place? All somewhere else.
Right behind us is the temple of Radha Shama Sundar.
That was like...
It's on the banks of Prince River. Diksha was in Radhakund. He was living here during Bhajan, and in December he was in Gordam colony in Haricharan's ashram. And he was on the roof in the sunshine, studying books as usual. And that was 2013, December, and I asked him for diction. He said, you have everything, you don't need anything, you know everything. I said, I don't know anything, I don't have anything. He said, anyway, don't bother me. Hare Krishna, be happy. I mean, he didn't say that, that's not his thing. But. So I didn't chant Hare Krishna, I wasn't happy. I chanted Hare Krishna when I was sad. I told this story 5,000 times. This is the 5,001st time. So for 2013 till 2014, December, it was 1 year actually. I was just crying in Radhakund every day, taking darshan of Radharani and Radhakund, doing Parikrama. and feeling pretty worthless and carpanya and hopeless also. And one day I got a call on the telephone from Hari Charan. He said, I'm in Barsana, Prem Sarovar, Radharani Sundar Mandir. Gurudev wants to see you. I said, okay, so I came out here. I didn't know what he was going to say. I didn't know. Hari Charan didn't tell me any indication what it was about. He said he wanted to see it. So I came out here. He was sitting on the floor on a chattai inside his room, small room. He said, sit on a chattai, so I was sitting on a chattai with him. And he was, yeah, his hand was like this. And he was, I don't know, he was just sitting there like this. He was looking at me. It was about, I was closer than this camera. I was like this close, like he was close. He said, I changed my mind. I'll give you initiation and Siddha Pranali and Babaji Race, everything at once. I was, why? How do you change your mind? He said, he looked at me, he said, it's all the arrangement of Radharani. So I guess it was. It is. It was. Because I was praying to Radharani, I wanted to take diksha from this saintly person. And so she arranged it and inspired him to say yes. So that was on Friday, and he said, Monday's a good day. Where you want to do it here, privately, secretly? I was saying, yes, that would be nice, keep it secret. But then he said, but it's better. And Hari Charan was there with me, he took me in his car. He said, you can you feed some Brahmins you can feed, and some Babajis and have a nice festival? We'll do a Radhakund. I said, oh, let's do a Radhakund. So we fed 108 Babajis from Nandas's, area around Radhakund, and about 30 Brahmins from Radhakund. Big feast at Hari Charan's rooftop. Maybe sitting to about 68 people at a time, several times. Twice, thrice, they said. That was it. So Prince Sarovar is where I got the Kriva Premamayi Radharani. Well, that's why I'm here with you today. Because I got the Kriva, so I'm giving you the Kriva I got from him. So we're here, you're here because of me, and I'm here because of Gurudev. We're all here because of Krishna and Radharani, blessing each one of us. Have darshan of Prince Sarovar, have darshan of Barsana Dham. Narottam Das Thakur's Prarthana songbook. When we attain sadhana city and prema, will take birth in Bhava Vrindavan and Krishna's Prakat Lila, manifest Lila. We'll grow in Barsana, and we'll get married and move to Yavat with Srimati Radharani. In Song 55, on page 130, Narottam says, when will I go to Braj and become a gopi's ankle bell to make sweet sounds? Well, I go to Braj, become an ankle bell. Jabe go Rajendra Pura, Haba Govikara Nupura. Rajendra Pura Govikara Nupura. Nupura means ankle bell. Then verse 56, he said, when will we become fully blissful? By hearing Radha Krishna Prem Katha. Anandita Have Sada Shuddha Bhave Prema Katha. That's a good question. astrologer saves Radharani. You know that pastime? You don't? You know? Where? Where here?
I've heard, but I can't.
Okay, it's pretty famous actually. Radha made a garland for Krishna, and Vishaka carried it to the pastures, the goats to give to Krishna. But Krishna was busy playing with his boyfriends. So Vishaka hung the mala in a tree. A crow came down, picked up the flower mala, and dropped it. And Padmasaki is like Lalita Saki is to Radharani, Padmasaki is to Chandravali. So she's the best friend of the anti-party rival Radharani Chandravali. So the crow picked it up and dropped it, and Padma found the garland. And she picked up the garland, and she gave it to Chandravali. And Chandravali's wearing it. And Chandravali's walking along the footpath, and by chance she meets Radharani. And she shows off the garland to Radharani and says, look, this garland was given to me by Krishna, because nobody can make a garland like that except Krishna. So he says, see it? Krishna gave this garland. And she says, that's my garland. I made that for Krishna. And Vishaka gave it to Krishna. And
Krishna gave it to Chandra.
Krishna gave it to Chandravali, that dog, that rake, that lumpot, that kavat, that cheater.
Dutta, that cheater. 108 names.
So Radharani immediately entered a heavy state of Madan. She became very angry, decided to commit suicide. Krishna hears the news and disguises himself as a yogi astrologer. A Shaivite. Big Rudraksha beads around here, and on his wrists here, and big around the neck, and Rudraksha earrings, and everywhere. Rudraksha belts, and everything Rudraksha. He had a din din drum, bum bum bully, bum dum dun 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 ding 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 ding, bum bum bully, bum.
Like that?
No, something. So then Vishaka introduces the astrologer to Radharani. And Vishaka says, listen, Radharani, before you commit suicide, let's do your chart. We find out your future life. You're going to commit suicide, okay, that's a given. Well, let this astrologer tell you what your future life is. Yeah, okay, that's a good idea. Will I be born in Barsana, or will I be born in Moscow, or Croatia, or Split, or where? So, Vishaka asked the astrologer to do Radharani's horoscope. He said, when was she born? Shanarastami. 12 o'clock in the afternoon. That's right. I heard about that. So the astrologer tells the story behind the garland of Chandravali. He reveals all about the crow, etc. Radharani becomes happy and asks the astrologer if he can bring Krishna. So the astrologer says, yeah, it'll take a few minutes. So Krishna goes out of the kunja and runs down the footpath of the forest, goes behind a big kadamba tree, and throws all the Rudraksha beads and his drum, and his tiger skin, puts on Pitambara, dhoti, and chadar, and vamshi, and paints Gopi dots on his forehead, and looks really, peacock feather, looks really nice. And he comes back. And Radharani is very happy and gives Krishna a warm embrace. Radharani ki jai. Once Krishna told Radharani to meet in Sanket. Sanket is exactly in the middle between Nandagram and Barsana. But on the way to Sanket, Krishna was intercepted on the path by Padmasakhi, the chief girlfriend of Chandali. Padma said, Krishna, you're very cruel. We're so tired, we're searching all forest looking for you. Our dear Sakhi Chandali is so sad in separation from you. Oh Sham, I will not let you go home until you go first visit Chandali. She's like heavy like Padma, like Lalita. You know? So Krishna can't say no. You know? Krishna replies cleverly, Oh Padma, I become thrilled whenever I remember the beautiful form of Chandali. No one in the three worlds is dear to me as she. What a cheater. They say about some signs, he loves, when he's not with the one he loves the one he's with. It's one particular sign, not telling you which one. This is the characteristic of this particular Jyotish sign. When this guy or girl is not with the one they love the one they with. Little flexible loyalty, you know.
No choice.
No one is as dear to the three worlds as dear as you are, Chandrali. Is it funny? No?
No.
It is also. My heart melts as soon as I hear Chandali's name. I really want to go with you to meet Chandali, but...
Bad, big bad.
But I received a royal invitation from King Vrishabhanu in Barsana. I can't refuse it. Please pacify Chandali for now. Tell her I'm very eager to meet her. I'll come as soon as I'm free. Krishna then thought proudly. All the ladies look all the ladies look around, this guy's so good. Krishna thinks proudly, I cleverly deceived Padma. Suddenly Chandali arrived with all her Sakhis. Chandali tenderly held Krishna's hands in hers and saying, Oh Nandanandan. Neglecting my household duties, I've been wandering the forest looking for you. When I meet you, the whole day flashes by one moment of ecstatic bliss. I am living only because of your love. Wow, she's laying it on, huh? And what he replied? Oh, Pranapriya. You're the dear one of my life. I can't find the right words to reply to you. I too wander the forest searching for you. Once I hear the word Chandra, I immediately lose my patience. Whenever I see the moon, I immediately think of you. All my senses hanker for a touch of your body. Priya, now I reveal my mind. Shukshmati, Srimati Radharani's pet parrot, just by chance, is sitting in a kadamba tree. In the Kunj, and heard this whole everything Krishna spoke to confidentially to Chandravali. Mini microphone, you know, mini recorder, and a tie clip, you know. And she's I'm reporting, and immediately reported to Radharani, told her everything to talk about Chandravali and Krishna. Lalita became very angry to hear this news. Lalita said, Listen, Sakhis, immediately go to the home of Gauran Mala. Who's Gauran Mala?
The husband of Chandravali.
So Lalita says, listen, Sakis, really go to Gauran Mala, Chandravali's husband, and tell him, oh, your wife is meeting intimately with Krishna.
So dynamic.
So then the Sakis went to Chandravali's home and told her mother-in-law, Karahala, about her Milan. Hearing about this, the mother-in-law, or mother of Chandravali, Karahela, became foaming with anger. She stormed off to the Kunj to catch Chandravali with Krishna. Seeing Karahala approaching from a distance, Padma became scared, entered the Kunj, frantically said, Chandravali, your mother-in-law is coming here. Chandravali trembled in fear. And Krishna, you can't see, anyone has a phone? It's getting a little dark, you know.
That's good.
Then Chandravali was trembling in fear, and Krishna said, Chandravali, don't fear, I will protect you. So then Krishna assumed the form of Devi Katyayani, much to the delight of Chandravali. Then suddenly Karahela rushed into the Kunj. Now, know what are you doing all day wandering around the forest? Now I know. You only come here not to collect flowers for puja, but just to meet this secretly in person, this person of questionable character. She's she's chastising her daughter-in-law, Chandravali. Today I will make sure all of you are properly punished. Hearing the outburst of Chandravali's mother-in-law, Padma says, what are you talking about? We brought Chandravali here only to worship the goddess Katyayani. Just see how your daughter-in-law is praying to Katyayani for your well-being and the well-being of your son. The goddess was directly here just before you arrived, but upon seeing your angry mood, she immediately assumed the form of this deity of Katyayani. Karahela became very pleased with all. Suddenly changed her mood. Karahela became very pleased with all the Sakis. And then Chandravali offered obeisance to her mother-in-law. And Karahela embraced Chandravali and escorted her home very lovingly. Happy ending to a dangerous situation. But there's part two. Part two is called the Veena Player. Upon exiting Chandravali's Kunj, Subal complimented Krishna. Kaniya, that was really a good trick, how you fooled Chandravali's mother-in-law. Subal and Krishna laughed as they walked to Radhika's Kunj.
Oh no.
Seeing Shah approach his Kunj, Radhika turned her face away because the parrot told her everything's going on.
Yes.
And Krishna didn't know that. Radhika turned her face away in disgust. Lalita blocked Krishna's entrance and said, you cheater, get out of here. You're always enjoying with other wives and different kunjas. Don't take another step. You want to stay alive, then just go right back to whoever you just came from. Just abandon, give up any hopes you may have about attaining anything here. Krishna replied in a choked voice, Lalita, why are you so angry with me? I'm completely free from any fault. I can't live another moment without meeting my Praneshwari Radhika. Radhika's beautiful, sweet name, form and qualities are my very life and soul. You are my Anuradha, second name for Lalita. So please help relieve my great distress. Then Krishna slowly approached Radharani. and sat humbly at her feet with folded hands. Tears started dripping uncontrollably from Shyam's eyes. Krishna's tears of love fell from his eyes and landed on the tender lotus feet of Radharani. Glancing at Radhika in a very apologetic way, with very apologetic eyes, Krishna said piteously, "All right, please save me, please save me." Mahanidhi Radha didn't even glance 1 second at Krishna. Realizing he was facing impenetrable fortress of opposition, Krishna slowly and stood quietly, left the kunj. Good idea. Seeing Krishna looking so depressed and disappointed as he left the kunj, Vishaka felt compassionate and boldly addressed Radhika. "Radhe, don't be so angry with Shyam. After all, you, me, and everyone knows that Krishna is wicked by nature. Nevertheless, you are deeply in love with Shyam, so you have no other choice. So don't you realize how much Shyam is attached to you? He can't live without you for a moment. Please heed my advice and forget your anger." Because Radharani, hearing this, became more angry. Good. And then hearing all this, and Radharani said, "Vishake, what kind of confidential sucky friend are you anyway? Your repeater asked me to forgive this black snake." Vishaka went to meet Krishna and report Radharani's condition of intense opposition. Krishna said, "Vishake, if Radhika is not happy with me, I'll give up my life." Everyone's giving up their life all over the place. Understanding Krishna's pain and anguish, Vishaka devised a means by which Shyam could meet with Radhika. Vishaka said, "Listen, Shyam, you must dress up yourself as a gopi musician carrying a veena in your hand. When you arrive in Radharani's kunj, we Sakhis will glorify your musical talent and ask you to play your veena. Radha really enjoys veena music. Therefore, when she hears you play, Radha will definitely be pleased with you." When Krishna showed up, Shyama Sakhi showed Radha's kunj. Radha said, "Oh, Sakhi, who is this amazingly attractive new Sakhi that suddenly arrived?" Vishaka said, "Radhika, her name is Shyama Sakhi. She's very famous in Mathura for her virtuosity in veena. After hearing about her wonderful qualities, hearing about your wonderful qualities, she came here to play for you." Radhika ordered Shyam, "Okay, start playing." Hearing the sweet ragas, Radha's heart melted in joy. Overwhelmed with happiness, Radhika spontaneously embraced Shyam, the veena player. Da, 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 da. What happened then? You can only guess. Shyam returned the embrace and kissed Radha's sweet lips. Seeing this beautiful display of ecstatic Braja Prem, all the assembled Sakhis Manjari shouted euphorically, "Jai Jai Sri Radhe!" Mahanidhi Radharani now became Mahabhavati Radharani. Jai Ho. She made a painting of Krishna. Very beautiful. And Krishna and Radharani said, "Who is this?" She said, "This is Shyama Sundar." And she said, "He's so beautiful person. I've never seen such a beautiful man before. I'm feeling so much love for this Shyama Sundar. But I already gave my heart to a guy, I heard some guy playing the Murli one time." I just heard of this, I didn't see the person, but it was some man playing a Murli, and I fell in love with that person. I said, who is that person? And this is before I met Krishna. Before Rag. So the Sakhi said, that's Murli Mohan. And then from my palace rooftop, in Barsana, Krishna goes from Nandagram, he goes south. Why does he go south? Because he's going to Govardhan with the cows from Ansi going to other places. You go pass right through Barsana. Because Nandagram is north and Barsana is south, they go around south of Barsana. So from my rooftop, my balcony in my bedroom, I looked out and all saw these thousands of cows, thousands of millions of cows going by. I saw one boy named Gopal. He was so beautiful. So one day Radharani said to Lalita Sakhi, I'm a very wretched person. I'm not even married. I already fell in love with 3 men. I fell in love with a man named Gopal. I fell in love with a man named Murlidhar. I fell in love with a man named Shamsundar. What am I going to do? Can you advise me? And Lalita Sakhi said, there's no problem, because all those 3 different men are one man. It's your Pranapriyatam. Pranapriyatam Sham. So that was the story of Radharani falling in love with three men. There's another pastime I can't find out about how Krishna fell in love with Radharani. First time I heard Radharani's name. Because Krishna was speaking with Subal one day. He said, I went to Yamuna, because Yamuna used to flow by Nandagram and Barsana. It came here, went down to Govardhan. And then it changed course, went over there and that way. And we used to go to Govardhan, south of Govardhan, turn left and go to Vrindavan from that way. But now it goes way up, it's different. But in Krishna's time, Yamuna flowed by Nandagram and flowed by Barsana. So Krishna said, I went to bathe in Yamuna, and when I got there, I saw a girl who was surrounded by other girls, and she was filling water pots. She was so beautiful. And unbelievable. I'd never seen such a beautiful girl in my life. He started describing her beauty and everything. He said, you know who she is? I said, I don't know. I'll keep my eyes out. So then the next day, Krishna was walking, taking the cows from Nandagram. He passed through Barsana, and he saw a girl in front of the palace of Vishwamana Maharaj. He said, that's that girl I saw in Yamuna. She lives here. And he said, I saw her again today. And what's her name? She was in front of the palace in Barsana, in front of Vishwamana's palace. I said, oh, that girl, that Gopi's Radha. He said, what? He said, Radha. As soon as he heard Radha, Krishna fainted. As soon as he heard the name Radha, he went, oh. You know, the cowboys are fanning him like this, trying to bring him back to consciousness. He's not coming back to consciousness. And he looks, he says, what do we do? He's not coming back to consciousness. And they say, sometimes one milk product gives you a disease, another milk product cures disease. So if you drink too much milk, you get diarrhea. The cure of diarrhea caused by milk is milk. Turned into yogurt. That's how you cure diarrhea. Yogurt and flat rice. Yogurt and flat rice and green bananas, and it becomes like cement. There you go, egg up tight. Maybe for 3-4 days it gets so tight. So the cowboys were remembering that logic. They said, we heard the name of Krishna, we heard the name of Radharani, and Krishna fainted, went unconscious, and nothing we found, and we gave him a drink of water, fresh water, and so he was totally out. So he heard the name Radharani, it knocked him out. Maybe if he hears the name Radharani, it will bring him back to life. So all the cowboys and everybody together and chant, Radhe, 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 Jai 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 Shri Radhe, 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 Jai Shri Radhe. Radharani ki Jai, Jai Jai Shri Radhe.